how life is. 1 minute, everything is perfect. And then you get married.
Is this what marriage is?
Ladies, I am ready to get back out there and start dating again.
You need to get a job. He took the best years of my life.
Hey, my Sistas fans, before I get into this tea about the new series Tyler Perry is announcing, which is Divorce Sisters, I would like for you guys to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I post my new content. Now, let's get right into this, people. So, Divorce Sisters, they just dropped I think this is like maybe a 1-minute trailer about the show. Now, from the looks of it, it looks like it is going to basically, like I said in my previous video, that is basically going to be about them. Some of them are married, some of them are single. It looks like the Val's wife is one of the single women on Divorce Sisters. It looked like LaToya Luckett will be one of the divorced ones. Also, I believe the young lady with the short hair, towards the end, towards the end, the left side on the end, I think she will be one of the married couples as well. Once I get their names down packed, then I'll be able to do my thoughts or my reviews a little bit better when it comes to their names, but I'm not too sure of her name. The only ones I do know is LaToya Luckett and Deval Kadima, which is Deval's wife, which is Zach's wife. So now this spinoff, okay, let me just talk about this part right here. I see everybody asking, is this a spinoff of Sisters? Now, people, I wasn't too sure if this was actually a spinoff or its own show. So you know what I did, people? I went into Google search like you all can do. I said, is Divorce Sisters a spinoff of Sisters? And the results are, people, yes, Divorce Sisters is a spinoff of Tyler Perry's Sisters. It follows a new group of friends navigating life, love, and the challenges of divorce, marriage, and dating. While rooted in the Sisters universe, Divorce Sisters is expected to explore new storylines and focus on characters at a different stage of their romantic journey. BT Plus will be home to the show. So yes, people, Divorce Sisters is indeed another spin-off show of Sisters, right? Now, it's seeing the characters at different stages of their romantic journey. So you see how we see Sabrina and all of them, they're not at this point where these sisters are at, because nobody is married on Sisters, right? So they're not going through the aftermath, like being with somebody or getting divorced or separating, and they're not going through that part of it. So Divorce Sisters are showing a different aspect of relationships, which is a divorced marriage, dating, which they are dating on Sisters, but it's a little bit different. So the majority of this is basically a few of them, I believe, is going to be only 2 or 3 that is going to be divorced. Again, remember, Kadeem, which is Zach's wife on Divorce Sisters, she is going to be the single one dating, or just out of a relationship dating, or whatever the case may be. LaToya Luckett is one of the divorcees. She's divorced. Well, she'll get a divorce on the show, I believe. So it looks interesting, people. I will be tuning in. I see a lot of people like, oh no, we need Zatima before we get this. I don't believe, people, that we will get Zatima anywhere near this show, because I think they're going to want to see how the ratings will go for Divorce Sisters before they put out Zatima, okay? Because I believe that they don't want Zatima to interfere with this show. So I think maybe Tyler Perry was thinking, before we drop Zatima season 4, let's drop Divorced Sisters to get people in the mood to, get the fans to kind of be able to tune into that. Instead of trying to put Zatima season 4 out first and then put Divorced Sisters, because maybe they're thinking, people, that they might not get the ratings because everybody is so hooked on Zatima already. So I'm assuming this is why we haven't got a release date from Zatima season 4 yet, is because they want this show to play out first. Even though in our universe, we feel like, in our world or universe or whatever, in our minds as fans, we're feeling like, wait, why would they drop this before they drop Zatima? Because we've been waiting, right? But in TV land and TV universe, it would not have been smart for them to drop Zatima before they drop Divorced Sisters. Because as fans, Zatima already has a large fan base, so they may lack people tuning in, so I'm assuming that's why they put Divorced Sisters before Zatima. Now, if they drop Zatima season 4 somewhere in maybe July, which I don't think they would do because we got Sisters coming back July 16th, right? So now, people, what will happen is we probably won't get Zatima until the fall then, because that wouldn't make sense for them to put all of them on at the same time. Now, Divorced Sisters come on Tuesdays, right? We got Sisters that come on Wednesday. They could drop Zatima because Zatima comes on Thursdays. So their days won't affect each other days. So you have something to watch on Tuesday, you have something to watch on Wednesday, you have something to watch on Thursday. Now, as far as Sisters go, once they come back in July, they're going to have to come back with a bang, because if people are now watching Divorced Sisters and they see that more interesting, they may, hopefully the ratings doesn't really drop with Sisters in July, because we're already going to be tuned into Divorced Sisters before Sisters start. So if it's a spinoff, right? Is it the spinoff from Sisters season 9? Like, where? I'm not sure about this whole spinoff thing, but I know a spinoff is basically, people, a show that might not have the same storyline, but is based off of the original Sisters. Like, whatever show, is a spinoff. Like, we got Zach and Fatima. But see, the spinoff for that, we understood because Zach and Fatima is on Sisters. They're on Sisters. But as far as Divorced Sisters, none of these ladies are on Sisters. So I'm thinking, like I said in my previous post, I'm thinking that Andy might be the link between Sisters and Divorced Sisters. Because remember, Andy is a divorce lawyer. So I'm thinking that maybe we will see some of these ladies in Sisters, not as a regular character, or, not as a regular character, but we may see them pop in and out, which Andy did. If you guys used to watch Brother, Andy was actually on Bro, so she did a crossover. That's why it was crazy when Rich is now on Sisters, because Andy didn't know Rich. Like, it's crazy. That whole backline story, I'll get into that one another video, but I'm thinking that Andy may be one of their lawyers, and we may see Andy on Divorced Sisters just to tie the universe together with the show. I'm thinking that they may do that, they may not. Let's see what happens with that. But looking at the trailer, it looks like it's going to be very interesting. I believe it definitely will be an interesting show. I don't know if it will be more like what is the show, the have and the have nots? Not to say that, but the way they showed that show, I'm thinking maybe it'll be on that level, or more on a I don't think it'll be just like Sisters. So let's see what happens. I'm going to give it a chance. Will you guys give it a chance? Or, so I hear some people saying that they don't think they're going to tune in because they're still waiting for Zatima season 4 and all this stuff. So I don't know. But I do know that I will definitely be tuning in. And again, people, as far as these ladies right here, I believe only 2 of them are going to be divorced. And I could be mistaken. It could be 3 that are divorced. DeVal's wife is going to be dating on this show. She's not going to be married unless she is divorced and she's just dating, meeting people. But she's definitely going to be the one dating. I think it's her and the lady on the far end with the blonde hair. Them 2 will be dating, but the other 3, I believe, are either married or divorced or getting a divorce or whatever. So let's see what happens on this show. It looks very interesting. I did enjoy the little trailer. It was decent. It made me want to see what might happen with the show. So again, people, Divorce Sisters coming on Tuesday. Then we're going to have Sisters that come on Wednesday. And then hopefully they will throw in Zatima season 4 on Thursdays again. So let's see what happens. Stay tuned for my next review on... I'm going to do another one on Divorce Sisters because I have another clip that I do want to put up. So stay tuned.